This is the Newsroom and we're reporting tonight from Darbar Square in Kathmandu, which is amongst the worst affected areas here in the city. But the epicenter of this earthquake was very close to Barpak, and no journalist has so far managed to land in Barpak. My colleague Jugal Purohit boarded an Indian Air Force chopper, landed in Barpak to get us this ground report about the plight of the people who survived the earthquake but are now counting the dead bodies around them in the epicenter of where this Himalayan earthquake struck. This is a Headlines Today national exclusive.
Look at the signs of devastation and destruction. Village has been entirely flattened on account of the earthquake. Horrific scenes which have hitherto not been witnessed. We cannot for now see an individual on the ground. There are people over now, I can see people who are waving at us. They want us to get out and help them. This is a site of tragedy which, as I said, has been hitherto unaccessed. Our arrival here has excited these people. They are running in the direction in which our plane is expected to make a landing. The desperation among these people is there to be seen. As I said, all along our journey from Kathmandu to this point, we've not seen a single road in this surface. It means that there are no roads. What we've seen are dirt tracks which even do not exist now on account of this earthquake. So that's the scenario in this. These helicopters of the Indian Air Force flying in support of the Nepalese army are their only lifeline. We are making a landing right now to them, and hopefully we will have more for you as we go inside and trek along these villages. That's the scenario that we are witnessing in the Gorkha village, which is extremely close, in fact the district of the epicenter. We've just landed in the Barpak village of the Gorkha district, this side of this epicenter, this massive earthquake. Prem Kumar Mishra, my camera person, will show you the extent of damage and devastation. This is a site which not many people, in fact no one has access before, and Headlines Today is reporting from ground zero to tell you the stories about the places which no one till now has reached. Just look around for yourself and you'll get a sense. Extremely desperate people who are waiting, hoping that something will be in this helicopter for them, that's coming to us by hordes. Look at this gentleman, this old man who's trying to come to us. Our arrival here, which as I said is possibly the first one, has triggered an excitement among people, and the houses you're seeing for yourself. Words are not really required to tell you the story that the pictures tell you now. That's the situation from Barpak, with Prem Mishra at the ground zero in Barpak, Gorkha district. Jugal Purohit for Headlines Today. Forced to grieve in isolation, Barpak today is a village full of rubble, corpses and grieving relatives. What we see here is a scene which is played again and again and again every time a rescue team manages to find bodies like the ones that you see laid out here on the ground. This is the body of a child and the woman. They were found very close to this spot. They were trying to escape when the earthquake struck them, and obviously they could not manage to do so. From this point onwards, as you are seeing, these bodies will be transported from here right to the top. That's where the graveyard is for all these people, the villagers of Barpak. They are all Buddhists and believe in burying their dead. From here onwards, these people, the relatives themselves, will take these bodies right up to that.
The full extent of this Himalayan tragedy hasn't yet sunk in. All across, there are stories of hope and despair, and our colleagues put together these human faces of this Himalayan tragedy. Several people losing their loved ones, some finding after having lost all hope that their loved ones are
This pain, agony, tears and helplessness.
कल तक आवाज आ रही थी? हाँ, कल तक शाम तक आ रहा था सुबह तक।
Nepal's shattering earthquake lasted for a few moments, but the human tragedy has just begun to unfold. These faces are looking for answers that are buried deep below the debris of the homes they once lived in. Ganesh Giri hasn't moved from this spot ever since the quake occurred. His wife and 5-month-old daughter are buried under rubble where his home once stood.
बीवी और बच्चा फंसा है, 5 महीने का बच्चा है, बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है। कल 3 रोज से हम यहाँ बैठ रहे हैं, धूप में बैठ रहे हैं, हम इंतजार कर रहे हैं बच्चों के लिए। बच्चे माँ कब निकलेगा, हम देख पाएंगे बोल के यहाँ इंतजार कर रहे हैं।
These eyes have been waiting for some news of the son and daughter since Saturday. Santosh Lama's children are still buried under the debris of their home in Kathmandu. His wife is losing hope by the minute, crying in desperation for just one glimpse of her children.
कल तक आवाज आ रही थी?
हाँ, कल तक और शाम तक आ रहा था, सुबह था। अभी तो वो हो गया, और कैसे निकलेगा ये हमको मालूम नहीं। जिंदा तो नहीं होगा, मरा हुआ हो तो अपना बेटा बच्चा तो चाहिए हमको।
Not far away, Bhaktpur district in Kathmandu has turned into a graveyard. Not a single structure withstood the quake's fury, bearing Sher Bahadur's son and daughter-in-law.
अपने बेटे को, बहू को
क्या इसके भीतर दबे होने की उम्मीद?
वो आशंका वही है, इसके अंदर ही होगा, कोई नहीं होगा।
This is the story in every lane of every colony in Kathmandu. And the fear in the hearts of thousands is that closure will betray them. With Manogya Loiwal and Kumar Abhishek in Nepal, Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
Here at the Darbar Square, all across me, is the cultural and historical heritage of Kathmandu. All of it virtually now reduced to rubble. Let's now give you a sense of the kind of damage that has been done to the historical monuments and temples of Nepal as a consequence of this earthquake that measured 7.9 on the Richter scale.
Kathmandu's iconic Darbar Square reduced a picture of devastation in seconds. And centuries of heritage and architecture of Nepal is now only a pile of debris.
राज दरबार राजाभिषेक का साक्षी ये महल, ये स्थान आज भूकंप से इस बुरी तरह प्रभावित है कि इसकी हर दीवार में दरार दिखाई पड़ती है और ये एक संस्कृति का प्रतीक है, नेपाली संस्कृति का।
As Nepal comes to terms with its monumental loss, history was among the casualties of the aftershocks in Kathmandu, as little remains of the landmarks that once dotted the city's skyline. The Bhimsen Tower, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, flattened to rubble within seconds, and 9 stories of heritage came crashing down as nature unleashed its fury. As the city lies in ruins, ravaged beyond repair, there's one structure that has stood the test of nature's wrath.
A very famous icon, Pashupatinath temple here at Kathmandu, where you can see that people are continuously coming in. It's been a major disaster. There's fear that there could be more tremors. People are coming here for prayers, and people are really very disturbed. Since they are unable to sleep, they're out on streets all night. They are not going to their offices. They're not going to their shops. All the businesses have been badly affected. So clearly, people are seeking forgiveness here.
Nepal's tragedy is still unfolding, and its most ancient city has lost its most famous structures. The splinters of wood and the dust of broken concrete is all that remains of Kathmandu's past. With Atir, Manogya and Sanjay in Kathmandu, Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
That's all we have time for on the newsroom tonight. Our teams have fanned all across Nepal, and we'll continue to get you all the latest from ground zero. Remember, as you sleep in the cozy comforts of your bedroom tonight, there are these people amongst thousands in different parts of Nepal who are sleeping out in the open, braving the weather, unable, unwilling to go back home. These people need your help, and if in any individual capacity you can reach out to them, you can help them in this hour of need, they would be very happy. We will be here tomorrow night as well at 10 p.m. getting you all the latest on the rescue, rehabilitation, relief efforts being carried out by the Government of India and the Government of Nepal and all the other countries that have chipped in as well. For the time being, from the Newsroom team, it's goodbye and good night.
झुटो नबनेर माया साझेकै हो